Welcome, Scorpio, to Bee's Portal Tarot. I'm a fellow Scorpion, so this reading always makes me particularly excited. Happy holidays to your family from mine. May you find this reading to resonate with you, but if for some reason it doesn't, check your other placements. If it doesn't resonate, throw it back to the universe. We've lit a candle here to invite spirits in. We're going to do a 6-month spread for 2021, representing the first 6 months. And then we'll do 6 months later on down and halfway through the year. I've already pre-shuffled my decks, prayed on your energies, gotten in the energy, which isn't too hard being I'm a fellow Scorpio. We're going to say a little prayer and then we're going to begin. All right. We're going to use a Starman deck, a particularly new deck. It's very profoundly in-depth. We'll read some of the passages directly from the book on this one just because they're really profound meanings, and I find that it's best to do that. So anyways, that will be representing your general energy for each of the months going forward, okay? So let's begin, Scorpio. Divine angels and guardians, guide my hand by yours alone. Let this reading be true and sound. Divine angels and guardians with me always by my side. I pray for guidance and for sight. Protect me with your golden light. The cards are shuffled, the cards are dealt, the door is open, and the power is felt. Let me see with open eyes, speak the truth and tell no lies. When the future is revealed, until nothing more is concealed. Remember, what the future is not yet set in stone, so divine angels and guardians, I welcome messages from your ranks. For your guidance and wisdom, I give my thanks. And so be it. All right, Scorpio. We're going to cut this deck. And divine angel guides, spirit guides, can I get a card that's not going to, I don't know, I see them flip backwards here just a second. I thought I did. Maybe it didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright. I'll flip that back. So, divine angel guides, spirit guides, can I get the month of January, please? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, their general energy for January. Oops. Okay. So your general energy is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, can I get February's energy, please, divine? Spirit guides, angel guides. Okay, so we got February. Can I get March, divine? March and April. Can I get May and June, divine? May and June. Thank you, Spirit. Now, these are oracle cards, and they're going to represent my messages from the divine. Higher Spirit, divine, can you show me the cards I need to see for the 6 months, January, February, March, June 2021, for the Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. Show me the cards I need to see. Thank you. So I got January's energy out, February's energy. Can I get March, please, divine? Okay, so I'm not going to take those. I was told not to take them. There we go. Thank you, March, April, May, and June. Oh. Okay. Can I get April? Or just May and June, sorry, divine. For Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio. Now just June 2021, please. All right. All right, we're gonna take general messages for 2021 for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio. Show me the cards I need to see. For January 2021 for Sun, Moon, Rising Scorpio. I got March. General energies. Ooh. Oh. Hopefully that isn't that many messages flying out. There are too many here, so. I'm not guided sacred messages. March. There we go. March, April. Can I get my June? Thank you, Brian. Okay, so then we're going to take some inspirational good tarot messages. These are going to work as clarifiers. Clarifiers for the months. Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio. Show me the cards I need to see. January, February, March. So I got January, February, March, April, May, and June. Divine angel guides and April, May, and June. May and June. Divine. And just June. Divine. Thank you. And this one came out, so I'm going to take it because it's pretty significant to a Scorpio anyway. And so we'll take that card because it came out. We're going to do now some spirit messages, spirit animal messages for you for the first 6 months of 2021. Divine spirit guides, angel guides, guardians, and messages. Show me the cards I need to see. Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio. What spirit animals will be guiding us for the first 6 months of 2021? April, May, and June spirit. And just May and June spirit. And just June spirit. Angel messages, spirit angel with a message, animal messages, Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio for June 2021. What is the spirit animal message for them at this time? Thank you. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to grab some angel messages for this time for you. This is going to be a pretty lengthy spread, but if you stick with me to the end, you'll probably have some, hopefully gain some clarity if it resonates with you. Maybe provide you some intuitive messages that you maybe otherwise weren't getting the perspective on. Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio. Angel messages for the 6 months of 2021. Divine spirit guides, angel guides. And I got the 6 months representing angel messages for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio. Can I get card shuffle issue today. Can I get February? Please, thank you. Can I get March, Divine? Okay, so can I get April, May, and June, Divine? Can I get May and June, Divine, please?
Everybody. Love you.
Okay. And now can I just get June, Divine, please? Thank you. Oh, no, that didn't come. June, Divine, please. Thank you. And we got an extra angel message out, so we're going to take it because it came twice. I wasn't tried to not take it the first time, but it came out, so we're going to take it now because it resonates. So again, out of the Starman, your first card out. Representing January's energy, Scorpio, is going to be the Six of Pentacles in reverse. A very deep intuitive card there. And these cards have some pretty profound, interesting meanings, I find. I find them to be just very insightful, and so that's why I'm going to read a little bit of the book, because it's kind of, you won't understand the interpretation of the card if I don't. This overall interpretation, the Six of Pentacles, is that you're going to step into the natural flow of abundance, the custodian of resources, generously offering to live your best and deliver a worthwhile vision. But in reverse, this card means that you take more than you give, you're misdirected in your resources, and you're encouraging dependency over a provider. So maybe somebody at this time is maybe you're enabling their actions, encouraging the dependency. This card is, it signals that there's misdirected resources, throwing money at things rather than presenting well thought out solutions that everyone enrolled through. Financial aid that encourages corruption or dependency rather than activating local assets and forging the independence. The old Chinese proverb, you give a poor man a fish and you feed him for a day. You teach him to fish and you give him an occupation that will feed him for a lifetime. And this is very much true, but you have more than enough. It's calling for you at this time. There are times when we must move past our fears and step into a universe or trust in the natural flow of abundance. Remember, there is never any shortage of resources. They simply need to be channeled in the right direction. In essence, our job is to fully show up and move and inspire people through what we do and how we are in life. You need to discover when we become intensely interested and intimately involved with life, it will become intensely intimate and involved with us. When we can generously offer life our very best just for the joy of it happening, life begins to offer us the very best back, almost always in unexpected and delightful ways. So you could step into the flow of your resources, or you could keep looking at the misdirected resources, throwing money at things that aren't presenting a really, profitable solution. Give a poor man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him to fish and you give him an occupation for a lifetime. So if there's anybody in your realm now, maybe think of the ways that you could help them instead of just giving them money. It's easy to give money and sort of overlook that you're kind of aiding in the problem, right? And so maybe paying attention to what the problem is and thinking of a more creative way to help with the solution than just, trying to silence it with money. You got the number 4, rest and rejuvenate. This is coming up in a lot of readings, a lot of energies coming out of the end of December. I think it's been a rough year for a lot of people. And in general, it's what a great time to do this for yourself. It's the end of the year, the last few days. we're all locked down in pandemic anyway. This is a time to rest and rejuvenate for when hopefully the new year brings a sort of more ability to be free and to have some friends and normalcy back in our life. I know that's probably it's playing a lot on everybody's emotions, but right now isn't a time to just sit in that. But rest and rejuvenate and recuperation is in order. It comes forward when you're going to be encountering or coming out of a particularly emotional or mentally taxing time. I know that as a Scorpio, I've been going through a mental, excuse my language, but shit show for the last like 6-7 months. So it's been a very much a roller coaster. But the number 4 in numerology means the foundation. So this is a time to heal, to be with your soul, to continue to move steadily forward. Allowing space just for you to reflect in both what's needed, long and overdue. Reposing and taking moments for yourself to give you the opportunity to look at a problem or a situation instead of being in it, right? It's a chance to stand back, view your life from some clarity and renewed appreciation, and see where changes can be made to create a healthier and stronger foundation for you, Scorpio, enabling you to take your next step. So, which hopefully the next step is the Page of Coins. You see that? So, the Page of Coins is this card again. A lot of it represents a time where you're definitely, you got an interesting income opportunities, good news, details. This is a detail card. As a person, it's a young individual, but applied to a situation, this card could reveal good news about money, income through a new job or a project. It also is the time to deal with your tax returns, check your schedules. Time is money. So you're coming out of rest and rejuvenate with you're ready to get the hustle on, get some money made there, Scorpio. No time like the present, right? I guess that's the Scorpio attitude. Then you got the 6 of Water right in your own element there. Also, maybe a Pisces or Cancer you could be dealing with in your life, or maybe another fellow Scorpio. But the 6 of Water, it's a time of reflection, right? You're sitting back and you're going, okay, what is this really what I want to do? Maybe it's nostalgia, going down memory lane, yearning for the security of the good old days. If you're being triggered to remember the past, that's fine, Scorpio, but you can enjoy those warm energies, but recognize that that's it. They're the past. They're not there to stay. Emotion can color your recall and distort your understanding of what's happening today. Acknowledge and heal those old wounds, Scorpio, and you can experience security today, enveloped in the arms of divine love. There's no need to return to the illusion of the golden era of yore, because you can begin to create a new, more authentic healing and joyfulness, and a time of if you let go and stop rekindling emotions of the past. This is calling for you, Scorpio, to let go of the past and the hurts that come with it. So let it go. The last bits of fear and shame, they no longer hold on to what isn't right for you. Let it go, Scorpio. Don't want to go through another year taking on this baggage that we've been dragging around for so long. Then you got the Ant. Co-create for the highest good of the community. That's what ants do. I almost said elephants. But ants co-create for the community, and they actually, it's really kind of cool. It's calling for you to devote yourself to making your home welcoming and harmonious. It's which a time for that pandemic is kind of what a time to create old clutter, bring in the sense of rejuvenation through your home and life. Take small steps. You could even in your neighborhood go out, pick up some litter. Aim higher and actively offer yourself in service. Little more, maybe give to a charity at this time. But it's look at it, absorb energy through it, but it's a fundamental tool to open up your consciousness to the power of sacred geometry. The patterns acts as code that start to balance you and bring you into alignment with your soul blueprint. The angels will begin to sing, pouring their beautiful songs over you, and this is going to attract higher energies and people towards you. So the ant's going to bring in some beautiful energy for you, universal energy coming at you there. And then you got the Ace of Cups, more water energy. More water energy there. So the Ace of Cups could be, it's also the love card, do you see that? And it's also the Ace, so it could be coming in rather soon. January just being around the corner. But I love the Ace of Cups because it obviously represents love, but beyond that, it also represents for love outwardly and inwardly, and I think that that's really important. I think a lot of people this pandemic went internally, learning a lot about themselves, seeking spiritual guidance in different ways from different places. It's been a very encouraging year all the way around, seeing perspectives. But it's about love, fertility, beginnings, and emotions. It brings plenty and fresh starts. Emotions and creative ideas flow as you begin new projects and relationships, Scorpio. You're guided by your heart and passion just now, and you'll be feeling strongly in touch with your imagination and intuitive side. This ace can also reveal fertility and the birth of a child or a project, a happy feeling of togetherness. Nurture whatever brings you happiness at this time, Scorpio. Let go of what doesn't and bring in what does. Okay, and then I'm going to start with your energies of February. And you got the Starman in reverse. This card is the only card in the deck that cannot be read in reverse. And I will explain why here in just a second. So the Starman, I love this card. It's such a beautiful card, and somebody else got this card this week. But it's an attractor field, but there is no reverse for this card. It manifests your reality. Ideas are communicated and brought into the physical world with ease. You have everything you need, Scorpio, to create the world you desire. Reconfigure yourself in liberating and expressive and complex ways. He knows power does not come from him, but through him, as he wields it with absolute integrity, creating something magical out of nothing. The Starman offers us as the elixir, a constant visual theme and guess in my work, how to create images that brought things to the surface to be seen, felt and ultimately to be healed of its own destruction. We must risk our own destruction, risk our own failures, and embrace what happens to be a mistake. When the Starman appears, it is a signal to see that what elements of your life can be reinvented and rethought in order to create and reveal something extraordinary. It's calling you to discover your full creative potential. And it's the seed of transformation. So the Starman bringing the seed of transformation to the world, carrying the weapon that compels us to self-destruct in one hand, and the golden key that unlocks our supreme potential in the other. That's a pretty powerful card. And you're starting February with that, Scorpio. Woohoo! And then you got the fertility card. Okay, which in traditional tarot, that is the Empress. And it's also going to talk, the Empress is going to call at a time where this is going to remind you that you are the power of you're the growth, the manifestation. Growth is in the horizon. You're the creator of that manifestation, and the seeds that you've been planted are starting to take root. Whether they're happiness, comfort, abundance, or past, they're now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds grow and take root. Open yourself to the little life force in the universe. If you interact with others around you now, or even in the middle of solving a problem, use gentle care and guidance as you handle the situations. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, or domineering, Scorpio, nor forceful or pushy. Act from the loving space that's in your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for help others. as well as yourself. So it's calling on you to be, you know, embrace it, right? Start nurturing yourself and infuse yourself with some energy and love, Scorpio. You deserve it. And then you got the Sun card. One of the best cards in the deck. One of my most favorite cards in the deck. And in this particular deck, I've never actually seen anybody get the Sun card. So, I find that particularly special, but it's optimism and success, achievements, growth, happiness. It reduces to 10 the number of fulfillment and completion. The Sun is one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck. It signifies happiness, well-being, and the opportunity to bask in your achievements. It arises to show a well-deserved vacation, and overall, maybe you're reaching a point at which you ease up and share precious time with those close to you, which is probably very happening with all the extra time we all have. The card also favors time with children, nurturing new projects, conditions that lead to financial success. It also could mean relationship growth within friends, family, intimate relationships. You could be experiencing some growth there. And then you got the Hermit card out. So the Hermit card is gonna represent a time of a time out, basically. Sometimes it's necessary for you to take your time out, regroup, and introspection, Scorpio. This is a temporary experience, but one necessary for your growth. When you step back and retreat, regroup, and renew, you can get some clear perspective on everything in your life right now, Scorpio. Remember, we don't always have to rush through every emotion or experience that we're feeling. We can sometimes be kind of stubborn in that way. And we got the Ladybird. Accept happiness and good fortune. So, which is also something that Scorpios tend to, we're not the best at accepting help in any way, and it's okay to do so. It's calling you to do so. Let someone help you. Take a time out for yourself and let someone pick up the slack for you, maybe a little bit, if they're offering, and I'm sure they are, because I know, one thing I know about Scorpios is we are the go, the energized bunnies of the zodiac. But this Ladybird card signals that you're about to receive a blessing from the universe. An angel may touch you. Happiness is awaiting you. And you are illuminated and with new understandings for good fortune. It might be coming your way at this time. But the energy invites you to spread angelic qualities. This is going to make a difference to those you touch. And you may be surprised how people and animals will appreciate it. You will also act to communicate graciously to all the people you meet or write to in a way that will nourish and support them. Remember never to put out any negative feelings or thoughts towards people, Scorpio. Then you got the Hierophant, the Angel of Blessings, to finish off February's energy with. And if I'm going to finish off any kind of period of time, I'm going to take that absolutely, because the Angel Blessings is the Tarot's angel priest. It's a spiritual interpreter. They work in the realm of spirit and the world of matter. So it's kind of both. The card reduces, the Angel Blessing represents tradition tarot, like the angel power, but education, religion, and marriage, spiritual guidance, divine law, gateway, advice, or unity is all the things of this card. But Angel Blessings stands for education, religious, orthodox, and marriage. The key word gateway brings together these meanings. Through education, we broaden our horizons, and through love and commitment, we open a door to another world, Scorpio. Your power affirmation for this is listen to your inner voice and trust in your angels. And your angel messages, it's time to get the right support to take this next step. Accept guidance. So you could be, like I said, just being stubborn and then not trying to accept the guidance or help. It could also represent religious tradition. It could be a sign of hope or restriction. However you interpret this card, it could reveal a new development in your life. So whether it's good or bad, that will be up to you, Scorpio. So manifest positive energy, and positive energy you will get. So beginning of March, you got the King of Wands. At least this one's upright. That's a positive right there. So we're starting. I'm just gonna say, oh no, it's not good. So we got that. That was the King of Wands. So we're just gonna get the pass for that. Just a second. Okay, so the King of Wands. Okay, so it's about seeking to change the world in some way. It represents inner strength, courage and leadership, standing up for yourself and others, be direct in your purpose, and apply some self-discipline. The King of Wands is a mentor to those around him, especially his children, coaching them to reach their full potential and their supreme importance, whatever his work schedule and obligations. His world is exciting, action-packed, and he will encourage his children to use their initiative, taking risks to go out and explore the world. This, for me, is the essence of leadership, to be totally committed and direct in your purpose, and at the same time, giving others the opportunity to be fully versed as the person they carry the potential to be. Well said. Huh. I love that. That's beautiful. And in the king in ancient times was perceived as a god, the crown often spiked like the rays of sun. The king wears a crown of thorns, emblem of conscious humility, for his authority is rooted in the manifestation world. His wand creates new forms of life, symbolizing just how powerful the human imagination is. We create our own reality. The creative process begins with generations, so don't be too quick to discard your ideas. Let things grow before you decide what must be pruned back. So don't make any rush decisions before making some thought. Now you've got, suffering and silence. Oh. Suffering and silence, Scorpio. So maybe there's something where you're going nostalgia. Maybe that trip down memory lane, the time out for hermit. Maybe you're in your own head. You've got the rest and rejuvenate, suffering and silence. That's interesting. I really wasn't expecting that so much. Not that it's terrible, but it's definitely it represents completion. You're finally ready to go let go of those limiting negative beliefs, which we've already talked about here. Letting go of just that, limiting negative thoughts and beliefs. You're allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are. Your mind's been doing quite a job on you, Scorpio, and your dreams may be trying to get your attention. When you learn to let go of worry, despair, and maybe a sense of hopelessness, a positive new air path is going to be showing to you, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, sorry about that. In true Scorpio fashion, we did a number on the reading, so this reading is going to be the only two-part one that's coming up. Suffering and silence. Us Scorpios can do that right and leave it to Scorpio video. So, I do apologize about that, but let's go with that. So, we get the Four of Cups in reverse, Scorpio. Okay. So the Four of Cups in reverse, you're definitely you're in your head. It's refuge, right? It's rest and recovery. It's basically the same thing. Suffering and withdrawal. The reverse card shows it's an imposed timeout. It's the Hermit. See, it's clarifying you need to take that. Post time out, this may be creating a feeling of isolation or even resentment. The blur, the potential benefits of taking a step back from work or relationships. Don't overthink why you're in this position, Scorpio. Instead, accept this as a period of healing or transition. And it is hard to do, going down, memory lane, experiencing that, but the transition and the healing, and then you get the Tower. So, whatever you've been suffering in silence about, whatever has been emotionally or physically draining to you, Scorpio, maybe the past of going down the memory lane has brought up people from memory lane, which is bringing you the Tower card. After, so the suffering in silence, you're now it's coming. So the middle of March, I would say, is going to represent a time that's going to have some profound, quick change for you, and express some sort of new beginning, a new way of going towards it, which is never really. It also talks about surprises. Things really happen fast when it comes. So I said middle March, you're going to feel this in appearance, but time is energy is fluid. So it could happen at any point, days, weeks. We got the ace, so it could represent a couple weeks. It could represent January's energy. Anyways, something that takes something away in order for something better to come in place. It could be that you've had an epiphany, whatever it is this card is telling you, that something unexpected event or some unexpected events are going to be happening and offer opportunities for positive transformation if you remain in the present with your eyes open. But it is going to be upheaval that is going to cause you some heartache a little bit. But then you got the Whale card. So this is live as a fully conscious being, and that's archangels Mary and Joel. So look at that. Being completely conscious in connection there with divine spirit. And the whale energy is going to bring, it's but a peaceful energy is in itself. And it's going to remind you at a time that we don't all have to be in this suffering in this silence, but this is a card of mastery. One of the first steps is to be able to control your breathing. When you focus on your breath, you connect consciously to the source and your place of origin. The whale wisdom is going to suggest you center yourself through breathing or deepen your meditation practice, Scorpio. When you think boat or swim with whales, Angel Mary can also help you, take you to source. Your heart's going to be retouched by the light. Rise above worldly matters and spread love, light, and hope, inspiration to those around you. Ask that your fifth dimensional blueprint be fully installed and live it. No matter what is happening around you, be the best that you can be, Scorpio. Don't let what's going on change who you are, okay? You got the Queen of Cups, which is water energy. This is actually this represents me in this deck here. But it's going to talk about sensitivity. She's the most sensitive queen, I think. She's the most compassionate, kind queen. And she's going to bring in a time of kind of intuition. She calls about your intuition. She's the Queen of Hearts. Her world turns on emotion, relationships, and giving. Individual, she's compassionate and generous and protective, but she represents the ideal family member or part. As a situation, she could also express and honor these aspects of yourself. Listen and acknowledge the feelings of others and give time, love, ideas, and support. Look inward, delve into your imagination and soul to problem solve and come up with innovative ideas to experiences or situations you might be uncovering through the month of March. Not a bad way to end the month of March. Then you got the Queen of Wands in the Starman deck, representing your overall energy for April. So the Queen of Wands, she's definitely, I'd like to say, on fire in a sense, because I feel like she's the one she's gracefully taking center stage, basically. She's owning what is come. She's a force to be reckoned with. Bold, daring, courageous, and extremely vivacious, highly versatile and talented. Step into the creative power, be resolute, dare to break conventional boundaries, be generous with your power, and trust yourself. This is Scorpio, in my opinion. You guys are we're all those things. But she's flanked by 2 Black Panthers, fierce guardians, and the symbol of the mother, the dark moon, and the power of the night. These total animals encourage us to understand the power within shadows, to pierce the veils of darkness, face the unknown, and discover the field of pure potential. She welcomes you to expand your awareness, affirm yourself, and be resolute, taking the time to consciously nourish yourself with self-confidence and self-esteem. It is a time to remind yourself of all those past successes and triumphs, harness that get up and go attitude, and audaciously take center stage in your life, Scorpio. Let go of all this suffering and silence and be who you really are. That Queen of Wands energy, and you've got the Hope card out. So there you go. 7. That is such a beautiful card. And that card was going to represent a time for you that it's focusing on the qualities of hope, faith, and healing, enlightenment. When it appears, it's going to show the special wish you made is going to be fulfilled in time. It shows that impossible can indeed become possible, that a force is working through your soul. It is the Star card in traditional tarot. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural ability of your intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope, trust in everything you do. Maintaining a positive attitude starting right now, this very minute, Scorpio, will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars, Scorpio. So April is telling you, reach for those stars. Then you got the 10 of Spears in reverse. So the 10 of Spears in reverse, well, in the reverse position, the burdens are more imagined than real in your life, Scorpio. So you're in danger of becoming a martyr. You're giving away your time and energy way too easily. The burdens, they're more in your mind than they're actually real. You could be overburdening yourself with putting yourself out. People could be guilting you to do stuff and work, and you keep putting your energy out there, and you don't have to do that, Scorpio. You just don't have to do that. You got the 9 of Air, Scorpio. What a beautiful card there. So the 9 of Air is, I love the 9 of Air because it talks about completion and going through, but it's about shifting your negative self-talk into self-compassion, from fear to possibility, and a call to faith. With a gentle voice, you need to tell yourself that you'll be okay, that you are okay. The fear is merely false evidence appearing as real. Forgive yourself for anything that you have done, because you are a human being and you're doing the best you can. You need to only call on Spirit to sort of repent to that and seek any good from that. You can and will do better, and know that the possibilities begin to gather in your horizons once you do that, once you start letting go of the past, embracing what you are. You got the Rat energy, which is be true to yourself, and the universe is going to reward you. So maybe at a time where you've been doubting yourself, Scorpio, this is calling on you to be true to who you are and love who you are. It's also Archangel Gabriel. So it's a time for you to just, when you're acting the best, with the best and noblest intentions, you can still be misunderstood, Scorpio. We're the most misunderstood sign in the zodiac, so that's no surprise that we are constantly getting misunderstood. Your guidance is to let no one diminish you. Instead, remain true to your pure purpose and hold your vision. Do your best at all times, and only take on which you can handle. Check internally that you're taking responsibility for your actions. Then relax and know that your life mission will eventually be recognized, and you'll receive just the reward. Don't let anybody guilt you into telling you that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You got the Knight of Pentacles, Scorpio, which is trust. So you need to have trust in your own decisions, trust in the higher decisions, maybe a mixture of both. I think it's a little bit of that. That's what the energy I feel from that is, that you need to be calling on your higher source and higher power, or whatever you seek for. But it's trust, efficiency, stability, and growth. It's a reliable knight, is an honest and loyal individual. He signifies security in relationships, love, and loyalty. Stability is important to you right now, Scorpio. And it really always is. And you may need to look at your work and finances to find ways to make your money grow. You could be more prosperous in the future than you think. Specific meanings including a trustworthy partner, tax returns, investments, saving for a future home. But trust that what's meant for you will be there. Nothing will ever pass you by, Scorpio. And that what you want is right there beneath, right in front of you, if you just embrace it. Then we got the 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, the 9 of Swords. And that's representing your May energy. And the 9 of Swords in reverse, I got a lot of reversals. I was just thinking about a lot of this deck here. So the 9 of Swords in reverse is going to be facing your fears to receive their meanings and guidance. Let art and symbols speak to you, to the unconscious, using visualization, drawing, writing, or a dream journal. Open and challenge yourself with powerful questions. The 9 of Swords suggests to examine your psychological suffering, its mechanisms, and the projection of internal states into dreams, and then onto people and events in the outside world. Face up to fears by questioning if they are really true, Scorpio. Challenge any shameful feelings around sex and desire, success, and worthiness. Understand everyone has fearful, disempowering thoughts and fantasies. This is an amazing opportunity to clear the lineage of beliefs that have been honed or handed down through generations to you. So, being controlled by fear and worry. Challenge yourself with powerful questions, Scorpio. That's your energy going into May. Just because we're told something doesn't make it true, right? Rejoice in celebration. Number 3 card in the emotional realm. So that's going to signify sorry, I was just looking at the numbers there and the Queen. Okay, so we have rejoice in celebration. Sorry, that's the green board. That's the realm of emotions. This is a time of merriment, celebration, birth, and success. Your victory is at hand right now, Scorpio. You're doing what you love most, and you're pursuing your passion. When you follow your heart, intuition, there are no limits to what you can achieve. You already know that. When the energy of excitement and love is present, you can feel it moving within you, Scorpio. And the ebb and flow, what we have, what goes in, goes out, it's all beautiful stuff. The number 3 symbolizes unity and a time to rejoice in the gratitude and sharing, whether it's with family members or friends. This is a moment of fruition for all your dedicated work, so pat yourself on the back and party and dance in celebration for your accomplishment. Maybe wait till the pandemic is the restrictions are up before we do that. You got the 4 of air. So you got a lot of air energy, which is not necessarily surprising because I think there's a lot of, maybe you could be dealing with an air sign, but this is healing, meditation, rest, and recuperation, which is the Hermit and the 4 of Cups. So it's really reiterating this throughout the first half. So it's time to rest my mind, allow peace to take place or business support. The mind needs a quiet time to find clarity. If you allow your mind to rest, you may have greater clarity and things are going to appear sharper to you. You need to take care of yourself first and foremost, Scorpio, which seems to be like the general theme here, is a lot of rest, recuperation, letting go. So, which I feel like we've been doing for the entire year. Badger, bring your life into balance. This is Archangels, Marianne, and Dolphin. You can see that one. So bring your life back into balance right now. It's definitely calling on you to do that. So, which I guess is ironic. Maybe for some people you're just struggling this year to make a decision, to set in stone what you need to do or don't do. That can be a complicated thing. Many pros and cons bring back, and Scorpios can be procrastinators in making decisions. Trust me, I know. So, but you can't get stuck in that way of living. When you receive the Badger card, it's just that you need to strengthen your aura by building your confidence and expanding your heart. Sit quietly, receive it, breathe in some energy around you. This is going to help you deal with the negativity others are going to send to you. There's always haters, right? So Badgers remind you to bring your life into balance. This may be to draw your leisure and work lives into harmony, or to share chores in your home, or to bring your masculine and feminine energies into equilibrium. Then you can feel your purpose and joy. Four of Pentacles, control. Angel messages for the end of May. So, control. That's four. I was definitely hoping that you were going to move out of that energy. Control, order, security, and if you've suffered financial stress recently, this four is going to bring assurance that your situation is going to improve. This card reveals security and a return to order, the spending under control, relationships stable and content. The downside of this card may be smugness, traditional attitudes, or being stuck in old habits and beliefs. Security may be what we all wish for, but too much emphasis on the material world can stifle the adventurous spirit. Try to find a balance that works within Scorpio, and sometimes that's one of our hardest challenges, finding that balance, because we go all excuse my expression, balls to the walls all the time. We have a hard time trying to create that balance within us. June, you got the Seven of Pentacles, and this one is right side up. So that's so I'm happy that we got the Seven of Pentacles in the right side up to close out the month's energy. But this is carefully bringing things to life right now. Scorpio, the patience and kindness required to grow and sustain life with value and beauty. The Seven of Pentacles indicates your vision of life must be nurtured. The situations and circumstances may not be ideal with few skills and resources, yet with consistent, tender, loving care and pruning, they will grow stronger, and in the daylight, these delicate shoots of ideas and possibilities will flower. Draw your fellow visionary gardeners to you. Distancing yourself from people or situations will stunt your growth. Invest in learning new skills and knowledge, and each one of us deserves to grow rich meaning and purpose out of the soil of life. That is beautiful. So let go of those energies that are just not serving you. Disruption, the Tower card. Again, so you got the Tower card twice, Scorpio. And this is now coming. So maybe this tower worked its way back in. That's why I see an energy working its way back in. And so now you've got the Tower again. So, I know this is coming from a divine message. So, unforeseen disruption or major change is happening or is about to take place, Scorpio. This is for the month of June. It appears to be a negative experience. It can lead to enlightenment or total shift. In traditional tarot, it represents the falling tower that eventually crumbs due to a weak foundation. To be forewarned is to be forearmed, Scorpio. This disruption card is a reminder that negative thinking, limiting beliefs, ignoring problematic situations, and risky or careless lifestyles must be addressed so that the positive changes can take place. Life has a habit of moving you forward whether you're ready or not. Transformation of body, mind, and soul can happen if you view this dramatic time or change as an opportunity of growth. But if you don't, then it could be a really hard time for the Tower. Then you got the Queen of Cups, which is, you've gotten the Queen of Cups twice, but this one's in reverse. Okay, so you get you're redoing a lot of the same energy, like repeat, but the Queen of Cups in reverse isn't, I'm rather surprised, because I thought that, I hoped with the Tower that would have maybe shook it up, but this card reveals that when she's reversed, it's that the Queen is thriving on drama and attention, and joy is fueling others' emotional discord. This could be you, Scorpio, doing this, or somebody doing this to you. It may appear giving, but their company is draining. Applied to the situation, it shows that your feelings may not be reciprocated within relationships, business partners. Whatever is going on in June, your feelings may not be reciprocated there. And you've got the High Priestess. Okay, so you're finishing June out with some heavy energy here, which I think has been a long time coming for most of you, but it's also a time of mystery. Some things are not meant to be known intellectually, and they're meant to be felt through your intuition. Again, a card calling for your intuition. This card is reminding you to trust that you have access to higher wisdom and knowing. When you trust in your vibes, this is the time when mysteries will be revealed and you can grow as a result, Scorpio. So, not all is bad. You get the Wolf. Be independent but work together. Archangel Zariel. So a wolf is one of those dynamic creatures. They have the ability to work together in a team because they hunt and see they live, but they also are independent creatures. They can be on their own. They don't need that constant sort of attention, so to speak. But this card is the spiritual leader card. It chooses that you're reminded to be disciplined about your spiritual practice, Scorpio. Maybe you're not focused on that. It's very important in your progress. Act nobly and honorably whatever the circumstances. For many are going to look up to you. You must learn to trust your inner guidance and then decide who you have confidence in and give them your loyalty. You need to know who you can trust because you have the wisdom and healing, Scorpio, to impart. Look for like-minded others and gather them to you. Whether you are aware it or not, you can spread the unconditional love and light, and because you impact many people around you. And then you got Temperance. Oh wow, Angel of Peace to finish out the June energy there. Remember, we got two more cards, one angel message and one good tarot that came out. But you got the Temperance, which is the Angel of Peace, but she holds two cups, right? She's carefully pouring water between them. The water is a symbol of time and energy constantly flowing. The card is numbered 15, which reduces to 5. It's associated with mankind, balance, moderation, angels, guides, connection, communication, harmony, and divine intervention. Your power affirmation is, I sense my angels' loving guidance around me. Your angel message support is always available, particularly when you are under pressure. Take this opportunity to listen to your guides and angels. Stay grounded regardless of life's demands, Scorpio. Don't let it get too tense. Stay within your ground. This is the part that I really wanted. This is the 8 of Water. This represents Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. And this is what I, as a Scorpio, have been personally getting in mind reading a lot this week. So, this kind of affirmates, I think, that a lot of Scorpios are going through, and not just Scorpios, but people in general are going through this with everything that's been going on. I think a lot of people are feeling this way, but this card is going to represent a journey of discovery, letting go, and seeking a deeper meaning beyond superficiality. All that glitters isn't gold, and you know that you always have the desire to authentic riches, the gold that fills you with joy and abundance and understanding. You need to fearlessly pause and examine where you have been, where you are, and where you need to go. Consciously choose the path that is right for you instead of one that you've been walking or seems likely to draw you to it. Be true to your heart. You've come as far as you can. And lead by the wayside, the last vestiges of illusion, the last bits of fear and shame. You'll no longer hold on to what's not right for you, Scorpio. And nor should you, right? 2021 is a time of complete transformation. It's 9 of Pentacles, comfort. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles is comfort. And so, guys, self-efficiency wealth, it's a congratulations card because it's going to reveal happiness and comforts. Even a little luxury you have or will attain the money and abundance you desire to create a near perfect lifestyle, Scorpio. What's important perhaps is that you feel that the work you do is valid and that you can support yourself, in fact. Know in fact that you're in a position to share your good fortune. It comes to suggest that you're going to be buying a significant item or maybe redecorating your room. But I think that overall you've come out of this stagnant energy of being inside. The 2 tower moments have come and gone for you. You're stuck in you're staying in your true energy. You know that letting go of the past is what's best, Scorpio. Let go to bring in and manifest your abundance. You truly have the ability to do that, Scorpio. I hope this reading resonated and was able to provide you some sort of insight, or at least what to be prepared for 2021. Namaste.